ELS. Asian English ELS. It's actually pretty clean. It's got that one scratch though, unfortunately. That one scratch. That's sad. Alright, so... That might have been a little too loud. This is something I want for sure. That's the ultra rare though. I do want that. I can get that ultimate. I just bought one in English multi. There it is. That one looks OC to me. Can't tell if it's just the angle. Seems like strangely cut. I don't see any problems with that. Alright. Got some scratches. Still a nice card nonetheless. It's got a little bit of whitening and some scratches on the back. This is the exact same picture. I swear this is the same picture. This one's $27. That's not bad. I think that's not bad. Oh yeah, this card. I remember this one. That's the ulti. I do want to get that prismatic. What's that? Dawn of Majesty 32. What's this look like? What's up, John? How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm streaming at a really weird time. Saturday morning. I forgot to register to go to the gym. I have to register a day in advance to reserve a time, and I forgot to do that. So I right now don't have a whole lot to do. Perfect time for the UK. Great. That's good to hear. Just gotta hunt some cards down. What website is this? So this is Midori Game. If you are looking for Japanese cards, and you just don't buy them on. And so the site I'm using here is a Japanese version of Mercari. Midori Game is like one of the big card companies that, or not companies, card shops that ships to the US and has like a ton of listings on eBay. So you can buy them on their actual site, not on eBay, and you don't have to pay any taxes. Or at least in the US, we have different trade agreements in the UK, but I don't have to pay any sales tax. And also they give you a 10% discount. So I pay 10% sales tax and then a 10% discount as well. So I'm saving 20% effectively off of what they ask for on. Congrats on the SGC run. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It was I was very happy with it. This is the card. 24. Alright, that's gonna go down. No way that stays 24. That's an awesome looking card. I kind of want to pick up. Yeah, I mean, I plan to submit to SGC almost exclusively in the future. I was very happy. And 2-week return time is very special. I've also been able to sell 4 of the cards so far, and I've received offers on a ton of the other ones. I didn't feel like accepting some of those offers for the ones that I want to keep in my collection. Even though I think I probably should have. Okay, so it looks like the prices on Dawn of Majesty are still pretty high. They came out recently, so I think we will. What is this card called? Magic-y Summon Dragon. What? Maybe it hasn't gotten an official name in the. Oh, okay. Evoked Dragon. Okay. So let's look at this. Got a bit of Korean first edition Ghost Rare collection coming along. That's great. I mean, Korean first edition is actually like those print runs are not forgiving. So those are pretty rare cards, which is nice. I have a few Korean first edition cards. They're a hard grade though, because they have crazy print lines on them. In my experience, I don't know. That's the same thing that you've been experiencing. Okay, let's see. Alright, so he's going for around 16 bucks. Cool card for sure. Oh, that one looks pretty centered. Corners look reasonably good. I think that could grade 10. It's a little off top to bottom. I really like the art on that card. Although I don't know if I should buy these super modern cards yet. My sort of vision for SGC is it's gonna be. I hope it gets used more for Japanese stuff in the future, and Korean stuff as well. Just general like OCG stuff. What else was I looking for? I can't remember exactly. Darn. Let's see what Jinzo cards are out there in the wild. Psychic Shocker. What a classic. What a classic. Oh, alright, so we already found one. It's a little OC. I mean, that looks to be a mint card. What the? The upper part of the back side. Okay, on the 8th photo. 1, 2. Okay, there's a counter at the bottom. Oh, I see. There's a small white dot there. I mean, this is actually a pretty awesome card. I think I'm gonna put that down. Ultimate Rare Jinzo. I mean, that's an awesome card. Yeah. So that's an. I like that. Let's see if the guy has other stuff. Got the starter box, Dark Magician. It's got 0 negative feedback, which is nice. That's the main card I was looking for. I'm also... These Rush Duel cards are awesome. This doesn't seem to be like the... I don't know if that's like the big Jinzo card. I know they have like a Shatter foil one. But it is the Legend card, so I don't know. I really want to buy some Rush Duel stuff. I love the art on these cards. Seems like a lot of fun. Although I heard it has not done well in Japan, so who knows if it will come to the US. Yeah, so if I pick up this Ultimate Rare Jinzo, I do want to get a Rush Duel one. And then there's also these Ultra Parallel Rares as well. Yugioh showing up in my Jinzo search results. That's another card. I have one of those that I'm planning to grade. It's a little OC, so I don't know how they're going to treat it as at SGC. Oh, here's the secret rare version. Oh, it's got a scratch there. No clue what the holo looks like in person. I mean, I've never seen it in person per se, but I've seen enough videos and images. Although, you know, I know that that's not the best. This is a card that I feel like would do well. Because right now, I'm not only trying to get stuff for my collection, I'm also trying to get stuff to flip. That's the only way I can buy stuff for my collection is if I'm selling off a lot of the stuff I'm buying. See, this is what I'm talking about with the Shatter foil. This seems to be... I know these Rush Duel cards have print quality problems. But this one... I don't know if it's... See, it doesn't look ultra rare. I don't know what's going on. I need to research more about Rush Duel before I buy anything. There's some like rare limited 777 cards ever printed, like red text dragon for 1,500 that I was super interested in. Naturally, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna spend 1,500 on something that I don't know about. I wouldn't, so I need to do research. But okay, so it is actually gold text. I think these are all the same card. I think. So I do want to pick up one of those eventually. Although I don't know if today is the day. Oh, Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight. That's what one of the cards I was thinking about picking up. Can't believe I forgot. Okay, here's another one of those. This Prismatic Secret Rare, I feel like it might be like pretty easy to get, but I feel like that's pretty beat up on the top edge. But I feel like, you know, it's old Japanese print quality. It would be a pretty easy grade, and I think people would buy a Prismatic Secret Rare Jinzo. Okay, thank you, Mateo. I know it has like similar foiling. I don't know how to describe it, but like the new holographic rares for Japanese card, there's like this ultra glossy layer, and I know the ultra glossy layer is like very easy to scratch, so I don't know the exact I don't know the exact details, but I do like the art a whole lot. And if I can find one that I think I can grade well, that's one for the personal collection. Can't compare to the original. I like them, to be honest. But I understand the preference, for sure. I just think, I don't know, for me, I like it better. It reminds me of the old, I don't know if you're talking about, like, the Starlight prismatic secret rare, or the, like, this sort of prismatic secret rare. This one reminds me of the old Game Boy promos. This one also has a crease on the top left, despite being called nearly unused. Always gotta watch out for that. Appaloosa, all art, prismatic. I love this card. This card got released as a secret in one of the new sets. Here it is as an ultimate, the new ultimate rare. I wish that this card was like a better card, because I think this has one of the coolest arts that they've released in a long time. I love the art on this card. Wait, maybe this has a, they never listed Lightning Overdrive for some reason on this site. Let me look this up. Right. JPLIOV 48. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, so it does have a prismatic. Okay, so I actually am gonna probably pick that up, because I think that card has such nice art. I really do. Yeah, I get what you mean with like the diagonal. Okay. I do like those too. I really, in Duelist Revolution, they changed how the secret rare looked, and I feel like that secret rare was not nearly as nice as the original secret rare, which is kind of sad. I don't know. For some reason, Pokemon and other card games, Pokemon's print quality has gotten better over time, but for Yu-Gi-Oh, the print quality has gotten worse over time. I don't get how, like, in 2002 they're printing higher quality cards than they are in 2021. It's just, you'd think with 20 years of experience about, they would increase card quality, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be a priority of any kind. Okay, so I think I've looked at enough Jinzos. I'll probably go back and look more at some Rush Duel stuff, but I kind of want Girl Dragon Knights. Okay. I want one of these in gold. I think this is an awesome card in gold. Oh. Amatsu Okami of the Divine Peaks. That's the like prize card, right? I'm pretty sure that's the prize card. I actually was almost, so there's the Japanese national qualifier, the 2019 version of that. I was thinking of picking that up, but it's like, yeah, this one. It does have incredible art, and there's the so I don't get this card right here. World Championship 2019 Japanese National Qualifiers. Shouldn't that be an OCG card? It's for the Japanese National Qualifiers, even though I know it has a North American back, or a Western back, and it's in English. So I don't know. But this card, I saw some for $800, and I was thinking about it, but I don't know enough to, I don't want to spend a bunch of, $800 on something I don't know much about. But I agree, that has some incredible artwork. There's no denying that. Okay. I don't like the alt art for Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, at all. I do like this version. This is, I think, the version that you should pick up if you can. This is the Prismatic Art Collection one. I don't know if this has a 20th. Let me look this up. This is a collector's. What? Japanese Asian. I have heard of that, but I don't know exactly what that means. So they haven't added the Prismatic Art Collection to this yet. But I do want the premium gold rare. That's for sure. Okay. So many people are just putting this in the... Well, I didn't search the full name, so I don't know. Oh, whoa. 520 on this. Huh. Let me see what's going on here. Off top to bottom. Top left corner is whitening, unfortunately. And maybe bottom right as well. I can't tell if that's just the light reflecting in a weird way. But that's actually very intriguing. That is very intriguing. I'm actually going to put that down. 520 on that feels like a decent deal. Although I don't know. That's one that I really need to do some research on. But that's a beautiful card. I don't know the condition of that. That's one that I'll do a little more research on what other prices of it are. That'd be a really cool card to own. Here's another cool Dark Magician Girl card. I mean, I'm really not a huge fan of Dark Magician Girl, but Toon Dark Magician Girl, awesome card. Prismatic Secret. This one's pretty beat up on the back. The Dark Magician Girl Ghost Rare. Do you want to look into those? I don't know why. I don't know the reason why people prefer this version of the Dark Magician Girl to the original artwork version. I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining things, but that one always seems to go for more. Maybe it's a rarer card. I know they're both 20th, but who knows? Extreme Beauty. What's the Little OC? The YCS Ghost. Yeah, I mean that's an awesome card, sure. This does actually seem to be in very nice shape. I don't know what this card is worth though. And this is one where I don't want to end up... I don't know if I would want this in my collection, to be honest. I don't know. Hard to say. I mean, that's a cool card and it seems to be perfect condition. So he's saying that there's some silvering on the card. That's what I'm gathering. That's one I'll keep in the back of my mind. What's this? I didn't realize Starlight's rushable. Guess that shows how little I know. So there's a red text version of this card. And that red text was the first promo. They had like some weird thing where you had to call in, or like during when the Sevens show was airing, you had to like, I don't even know. You had to like call in or fill something out while it was airing, and they selected like 777 people who did. And there was a promo that came out. Really cool looking card, but it's expensive too. Very expensive. The fact that the 9 is worth $775 leads me to believe that this is not the most expensive version. The new Rush Duel Dark Magician Girl. Which one are you talking about? Is that the card promo one? Because I was looking into where you had to pre-order the game because I'm friends with a Japanese collector, and I was asking him, like, do I think he could pre-order the game? But he wasn't sure exactly whether he would be around for the pre-order. He didn't want to have a situation where he's like staying up late when he has work or something to try and, pre-order it as soon as they go live at midnight. So he didn't know if it would all be pre-ordered by then. So I didn't end up getting the game. But that would have been an awesome card. There's also the Pot of Greed card, which I'm hoping to pick up as well. There's the YCS Dark Magician Girl. One sold for 4,000 something yesterday on Mercari. Yeah, I mean, those are cards that I'm really interested in. Both the Dark Magician Girl and Pot of Greed. I remember looking at their art when they were first announced months ago, and they looked really cool. Enough to make me contact him and ask if he would help me pre-order one of the games. I'm not seeing many Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knights here at all. I'm seeing a lot of Dark Magician Girls, no Dragon Knights. I mean, there's one, an English one. Pre-order off Amazon Japan. That's smart. Because I'm probably gonna have to pay, way more than what I could have gotten it for. Unfortunately. This is the TRC. That looks like an Extreme Beauty product. I do want one of these. Looks to be well centered as well. Ooh. Looks like there's some whitening. And that bottom left corner. Nope, that's just dirt on my screen. Never mind. I mean, that's a beautiful card. I don't know if I'd pay $550 for it, but it was $170. Yeah, I mean, that's nuts. I can't imagine what those cards are gonna be worth. Those might be things that I don't end up buying if the Dark Magician Girl is retailing for $150. I don't know whether I'd buy that. Enemy of Justice. There's some really cool boxes on here as well. This one's a little beat up, but there was a mint Ancient Prophecy box that I saw that interested me. Is this Asian English? It looks kind of like Asian English, but I don't know. I don't know the difference. I am not a skilled, knowledgeable English. I think that's just the Japanese now that I think about it. Lowest price of Mercard. World Championship 2017. $1,000 for an alternative. Interesting. I'll save that one. Oh, he's got the United Sands. This is an awesome card. Oh, it's the English version too. Oh. That's a cool card. I really like that card. 3K. I don't know if I'd pay that though. It is a beautiful card though. Definitely. Like, what's up with this Dark Magician Girl? Why is it so much more expensive than the original art? 20th. I should probably look into this. This one's slightly OC. Still within 10. I think it's still 55-45, but that is not something I would buy. You are playing with fire buying that card. Also, spending so much on modern cards always makes me a little uneasy. There's certain cards like the TRC Blue Eyes that I think, you know, long term should do quite well for itself, but man, people really spend huge amounts of money on these modern cards. DVD promo. Alright, that makes more sense. Yeah, I'm assuming it had to do with rarity, because I would assume that would be the preferred artwork. This is my favorite artwork of Dark Magician Girl, which is also the Ghost Rare, so I'm planning on buying a couple of those. But yeah, that would make a lot of sense. World Championship Qualifier. Dad, this is an awesome mat, actually. I mean, I'm not going to spend money on mats when you can get custom printed ones for $15, but it's cool stuff, for sure. I really can't find the Gold Series version of this Dark Magician Girl with Dragonite. I'm going to change up how I search for it. I'm going to search the whole name. Hopefully that gives me some Gold Series ones. I haven't seen like any Gold Series. Why does it not just give me? Stop putting this in the description. My window's open and cars going off outside. Good God. Artwork Japanese dual terminal. I mean, that's a pretty awesome card, too. Is it an ultra? It's a super rare, right? In dual terminal? I'm pretty sure it's a super rare. I can't remember. But I think it's super rare. But still, I love that art. Man, where are the Gold Series versions of this card? Alright, I'm gonna speed it up. I need to speed this up. Where are the gold rares? I think the gold rare is actually the coolest looking version of this art. So, I don't know why I can't find it. There's Chaos Dragon Levine here. But I'd rather just get that ultimate rare. Complete Beauty. Okay, that's interesting. You've caught my eye. What is going on? Like, that looks trimmed to me. Doesn't that look like... It looks like someone trimmed that card at the top. I'm sure that's just like a printing error, but... It will be for play. Complete Beauty, but it's for play. Like, what? I don't understand these Japanese sellers, man. Why call it a computer? Alright, there we go. Now we're starting to hit them. So both versions are 40. That one looks OC, and that's the version I want. Both of them look OC, actually. Super rare with the shatter foil? Yeah. That's what I thought. It's a really nice card, though, for sure. People who are sensitive should not look. Alright, man. That's so sad that these are OC. Finally find one that's OC. I do want that left one. Alright, here's another one. New unused. I can't even tell if this is OC or not. Doesn't it look like everything's like shifted? There's like a break inside of the foiling both. Also looks like there's a lip on the top edge. This is, I'm gonna put this down. I'm pretty sure this is overpriced as well. But I'm desperate. I'll ask for more pictures. It's Dark Magician Girl. I don't know why I just didn't autofill. What, 2450 open. We have I'll put mint question mark. That's a real question mark there. I think that that's tilted. I think that's why I'm having trouble determining if it's OC or not. But we'll see. That's an awesome card, for sure. And still pretty cheap, actually. So I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, Firewall Dragon. I should make a list of cards that I come up with that I want to buy. I need to look at Firewall Dragon as well. Because there's an ultimate rare that's super cheap at Japanese. Complete Beauty. Why does it just say complete, not complete beauty? Okay. I mean, that looks clean. I don't know if I'd buy a base ultra rare. Oh no, it has whitening. Yeah, I wouldn't buy that. I'd just buy the ghost rare. It's like, I don't know. Alright. This is an awesome. Actually, I don't know. I don't know why I said this is awesome. Now that's the feedback I like to see. Almost 8,000 positive and 0 negative. Oh, so it's a lot. I was gonna say, that's so priced for just that. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that art. Okay. That's a lot for prismatic art collection cards, for sure. And this is what I'm afraid of. Oh no, that's a mint 9. Is this OC? Yeah, it's a little OC. I'm not a huge fan of that old art. I really would rather get the original art. You have to watch out for the Korean ones, because those are all going to be scratched. Hard to grade. And just way more common. Man. I just can't find the original art DMG. It just doesn't exist, I guess. The TC prize card art. I remember seeing that. It reminds me of Star Eater, that art. But I agree, that is the best art. I'm having trouble remembering it, but I remember that I looked at it and I was like, this is like Star Eater, but a red eyes. Looks cool. I mean, is that a 1 of 1? I don't know the actual history behind the prize card. I know it's like one of the ultimate, like, holy grails of OCG collecting, but I don't even know if it's like, for all I know, it's a 1 of 1, and I'm gonna get another one. PSA 10, all art, 250. Decent. I mean, again, I don't know why I can only find the alt art. It seems like someone else cleared house on the regular arts, which is a shame. What's up, Chief 44? How are you doing? Blue Eyes White Dragon. Did I ask a question? I forget. There we go. That is what I'm talking about. And that is well centered. Okay. Hello, friend. Oh, get more pictures. Alright, I'm about to buy this. Hold up. Yeah, I remember those all have like funky arts because you see oricas of those things all the time. I wonder who has that right now. Oh, okay, I'm just copying this. I can't be bothered early in the morning to try and figure this out. Try to type. I'm a slow typer anyways. So, that's fine. I don't care. $10 I'll pay for this. And you get a free. I mean, I don't really care about this one. It's a cool secret, I guess. That's what I want. That is an awesome card. Awesome. Let me read the description. Stored in the sleeve immediately after being pulled. Alright, I like that. That's a big. Let me make a note. I'm gonna put a star here. Okay. 2 stars actually. Yugioh. Gemini's on display in a card shop in Japan. That's understandable. I mean, I would expect most of these cards are like held by card shops and big boy collectors in Japan. Whoever's got that red eyes probably is like the big boy collector in Japan. It's funny because there's just so many. There are a lot more of those like one-of-one cards. I feel like in Japan and in the OCG. Oh, whoa, that is a destroyed card listed as nearly unused. It will be a beautiful product that is close to a complete product. Man, I hate that. These Japanese sellers really do try to trick you, I swear. Maybe I'm not being fair to them, but I don't know. Stop giving me traded. I'm not trying to buy a traded. I'm trying to find that gold series card. Is this the 20th? Is that the pack? Okay, that's the pack. I really do want to get the original 20th, not the pack. Oh, I mean, I'm interested in the packs of the cards that you can't get elsewhere. Alright, here's another one. Also well-centered. I like that. There looks to be some edge wear down there. Bottom edge seems to have some edge wear. Okay, please use it for play. Alright. Oh, that's not what I wanted to click. Those are the lo-fi beats that I'm playing. Yeah, so that one has some edge wear, unfortunately. I want to get more 20th. I have the Cyber End Dragon that I recently graded in 10. I want the Cyber Dragon. So that should be on the list of things that I want. I don't know how many more Gold Series Dark Magician Build and Dragonites there are. I'm not finding many of them. Seems like someone else got there ahead of me. Okay. This is an awesome card. I mean, I know it's not worth $100, but even if it's sealed, this is a card that I think I really hate the concept of investing in Yu-Gi-Oh, but man, I think that once more people in the West know about this card with Kaiba and the Blue Eyes same art, I mean, I really think that that's going to be a big boy down the road, even though it is, you know, relatively new, modern. Opened, this was pulled in 2021. That's incredible. Someone's opening up Duelist Genesis like an absolute bad person. I mean, that would get a 10. That's well centered and perfect condition. Would I pay $550? No. Absolutely not. I'd rather take my chance with random other ones. Let me see. Alright, so I wanted to look up... Okay, I'm not finding any more of those Gold Series ones, unfortunately. I might just have to buy from the card shop, which would be a shame, but I think that's necessary. Okay, Cyber Dragon. Alright, I think okay, I need to remind myself to do Firewall Dragon as well. Okay. And all these cards, just put them in the description. I'm looking for the 20th. I'm waiting for the Cyber Dragon Ghost Rare as well. That's gonna change the game. I thought it might have been. It might be Ghost from the Past 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. The Cyber Dragon Ghost. I was expecting it to be a collector rare in King's Court. I love collector's rares as well, so that would have been cool. I sold my Ultimate Rare Dark Magician and Chaos. Mine was in better condition than that. I can see why no one's following that at $500. 2-1 Blue Eyes Ultimates, but I should say focus on the Cyber Dragon. Did you scroll past $37 Cyber Dragon? Did I? Let me check. Let me go back. Luckily, I'm only one page in. Let's see, 37. Cyber Dragon. It was probably a prismatic art. So, if you're talking about this one, this was prismatic art collection. This one's not the 20th. I actually already have 2 of these in 10. I sent one off to PWCC. And then I have the other one, which will be a nice placeholder for the 20th. I mean, because I'd be very surprised if there was a 20th that was around at $37. That's some piece of shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't like how they're printing all these prismatics that have already been given the 20th treatments. Like, I'm not even, like, when it's 400 or 4,000 yen, I don't even, like, bother looking at it because I know it's the prismatic art collection version. Sealed prismatic gods. I actually sold a set of those in 10. An SGC 10 for $400. Still waiting for the dude to pay, but he sent me a message saying that he's trying to find a US address so he doesn't have to middleman or global shipping program it. This looks pretty clean. There's that like dust on the back. ICA crease. Hit it quite nicely with the glare, but there's a clear crease line going diagonally. You son of a bitch. What a scammer. Oh my god. What did he put this as? Nearly unused. There's a fat crease on that. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's on the bottom, right next to where like the focus of the light is. Damn, I would have bought that. Other than that, and the glitter, it looked quite nice. What's the deal with this one? Because this is a 20th, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's just a prismatic. It's also OC, so I will buy that. Alrighty. Appaloosa. There was one of those Cyber Dragons yesterday. I remember it. Where are you, Cyber Dragon? After this, I need to look up Firewall Dragon Ultimate Rare, because you can get those for like $4 to $5 in Japan. And I really like how it looks. All of these people just put Cyber Dragon in their description. There's nothing you can do about it. Hate it. Oh man. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Like, do you think I'm gonna buy your playset of normal parallel rare Fluffle cards when I'm looking for Cyber Dragon, man? What are you doing? This is an awesome card too. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Is that OC or not? I hate why I take it from these angles where I can't tell the centering on it. Okay, that's not a very helpful description. And this is a playable card, so I'm afraid that someone was playing this for a while. I know it's banned in the OCG now. Looks like there's some whitening top left. That's not too great. Okay, so I'm seeing some Cyber Dragon Infinities 20th. Where are the Cyber Dragon 20ths? That is my question. Man, I just can't find anything that I actually want from these cards. 193. What does that mean? Dude's selling 193 of these? Because that actually, there's no way. Oh, this is from a year ago, essentially. Okay. That's why they're so expensive. Alright, so I've gone back a year and I haven't found any reasonable Cyber Dragon stuff. So, that's a little sad to see. Now I want Firewall Dragon. I might pick up one of the English Ghost Rare versions of Firewall. So those have dropped a little bit. If I can get it on auction for a decent price on eBay, like a little over 100, I might pick it up. There we go. Look at this, 400 yen for Alti. I think I already have that one down. Do I not? I don't have it down. Alright. Well, please use it for play. I mean, at $4, even if it's like not mids, that's fine. It's fine with me. Also, I'll just do TR. Really don't know about this condition, so put that down. Let's try to find more of those ulties. If I can pick those up for like $4, those are nice cards, I think. 1,600. What's going on here? Those are prismatics and supers. I mean, that's dirt cheap, but not super interested in it. Not a whole lot going on there. Honestly, maybe that's not the best play. What else am I looking for? Firewall. I looked up Cyber Dragon. I couldn't find anything. What else? I could just generally look up ghost rares. Try to find something good. You know what? I'll do that. I'll just generally try to find ghost rares. The V-Jump Blue Eyes. I do not have that card. I do not. Wait. Let me think. I think I had that at one point. I'm forgetting which one it is. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I do not have that, and I have not had that. I know what you're talking about, though. Because that's in English, too. No, I do not have one. What are you? I don't even know what this card is. No idea what that is. Is that Borreload? No, that's Oral End, maybe? I don't know. Alright. There's an SM51. PSA 7. What an awesome card. What a beautiful card. That really is one of the best cards in the game. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. I have a pristine of this one. But maybe I'll grade another one. This picture doesn't give me a whole lot to go off of. It is well centered. But I can see that there are slight scratches on the card. So probably not going to buy it. I don't think that is something I'm going to buy. Hello. You are well centered. See those corners? I want to say there's scratches on the foiling, but I can't tell. And these foilings are hard, considering buying that as well. Okay, so that's one. Awesome card. What is going on here? The Chinese hollow. What in the world? I have not seen one of those. That is weird. What in the world? Rarity collection for simplified Chinese. That's a cool card. I don't know if it's worth 550. I mean, that's one I'd have to do more research on, because I've never seen one of those listed before. Wonder if it's an Orca? I don't think it's an Orca, because I know they recently released, this past year or 2 years ago, simplified Chinese. Also, this person. Good feedback. From what I can see, it says this is the official Chinese version. That does intrigue me quite a bit, but I know that there was a guy in here yesterday who said that, well, I believe he said he visited China, and he said he knew a little about the simplified Chinese card game, and he said that the print quality was terrible, which is consistent with what they're saying right here with, please note the initial scratches, threads on the backside are peculiar to the Asian version. What I believe he's saying is that these simplified Chinese cards are much worse print quality than what you might expect if you've only seen Japanese cards before, which is consistent with what I've heard. Here is a 1200 Dark Magician Girl that is decently centered, but it has edge wear, so I would not buy that. Alrighty, come on. Give me something good. I hate these stupid decks. Get those decks out of my face. Ooh, Honest. Hello, Honest. New unused. This person does not have good feedback. Also does not know how to take a picture that is in focus. Yeah. That's interesting, but I would not buy that. Oh, another red eyes. There are initial scratches. Okay. Oh, man. Not a whole lot going on here. What do we have here? Another Borderwood Savage. Seller isn't particularly high feedback, so I'm gonna avoid. Oh, there we go. Blackwing. Upper part of the backside is slightly white. Wait, that actually seems like a pretty good buy. Even if it's just new mints. So, Black-winged dragon. You don't see a lot of black-winged dragons, to be honest. I don't know if it just had a really short print run in Japanese, but I don't see a whole lot of them. It was one of the hardest signer dragons for me to find in good condition for a reasonable price. So I will put that down. That bottom left corner looks like it's dinged. Maybe I could start looking on Yahoo auctions as well. Yeah, let's try some Yahoo auctions. See if we can get anything. Here's another one of those simplified Chinese ones. Huh. Alright, so I guess there are more of them. Interesting. That seems like something that recently released. So, man, I don't know how to get rid of these damn anime figures. Out of my face. Get out of my face. Wow, there's nothing here. Oh, I see what happens. Man, what in the world? Why are there t-shirts for holographic rare? Like, what is going on? Oh, I missed part of it. That's why. Because it just said graphic rare. They're having graphic tees, I see. Alright. Alright. Very nice. Man, the prices of these things have gone up quite a bit. It's my last time buying them. By a lot. Another Blackwing. Almost beautiful. If there's a problem with the card, you gotta show me what the problem is. Man, it's a headache. That is definitely a headache. That's all they have. Man, the price has gone up a lot. Alright, I think I'm done looking for today. Thanks to everybody who watched. Appreciate it. Ugh. It was kind of a pain. Hunted through. Just ordered 50 Japanese Ultimate Collector Rares. What site did you get them off of? Digitize? And what sort of Ultimate and Collector Rares were you buying? That's always interesting. Just eBay? I see. What sort of stuff did you buy though? Were you going for like super vintage stuff, or were you going for like more modern, Zexal, Arc 5 era stuff? Because there's a lot of cool stuff in those eras for sure. There's a lot of interesting stuff all around. I suppose I could look up some ulties. Give the Ultimate Rare world a quick gander. Mostly you buy things that you like the art of. That's smart. typically what I have done as well. There's a lot of cool stuff, like some of the Draco Slayer cards in Ultimate Rare are really nice. Yeah, I agree. I also don't look for meta stuff. This is an awesome card. What an awesome card. I love this thing. Oh, how I love Hard Earth Dragon. That is really a special card. $33 Black Rose Dragon. I can already see there's scratches all over this thing. I already have one of those attacked, so not super pressed to try and get a new one. Also, I think I've seen most of these cards. Here's a Summon Skull. Digitize. Don't buy off of eBay if you're buying from Midori Games. They have a website. Here it is. Here's their website, Midori Games. And when you buy on their website, they don't charge you sales tax, and they give you an additional 10% off because they don't have to charge you for eBay fees anymore. So because I've bought from them on eBay before, trust me, buy from their website, saves so much money. Because I live in Chicago, so I have more than 10% sales tax, and then I also have the 10% eBay fee that I'm paying, or that they're charging on eBay that they're not charging on their website. So for me, it saves 20% on all the cards I buy from them. So it really is a game changer. Didn't find much of a difference. You're in Canada. It should still save you the 10% for eBay fees, which over time definitely accumulates. What are the pink Karibos? Have you ever seen those before? Where were the pink Karibos? If you mean the ones from the Animation Chronicle, I'm assuming these are what you mean. This is like one of the newest sets in the OCG. So there are a lot of cool ones. This is a cool one. Collector's Rare. I mean, I wouldn't pay $9, but awesome card right here. I love that one. And I really like the Astral Leviathan Dragon as well. Again, overpriced on their site, but cool cards that I'm planning to pick up. Yeah, there's some new cool stuff that they're releasing. 4 Ultimate Rares. Sun Dragon Inties, I think. I need a Sun Dragon Inti and a Sun Dragon or a Moon Dragon Killia to complete my playsets. I think. Though maybe I decided not to complete them. I still need a VFD ulti to complete my playset, Heart Earth Dragon, and Star Eater ultis. My OCG Ultimate Rares, I need 2 Cyber Dragon ultis, 2 Mobius ultis, 2 Grand Mark ultis, 1 Chaos Emperor ulti. I think those are the main ones that I need for my binder. This must be Korean. No, that's Japanese. Just the image sucks. Stainless steel ones. I've never been a fan of the stuff. I know you're not talking about. I don't think you're talking about the new like platinum card. I don't know. I think that one, people are losing their damn minds paying $5,000+ for those things. Like, I don't know. It's just not something I would want to collect. But maybe that's just me. I don't think they look particularly good. I don't know. They don't do it for me. Say that much. Yeah. That's what I know there's like the platinum version as well. Those are the ones released with TCG. What an awesome card. That really is a beautiful one. There's the EFD ulti. Maybe I'll just finish that off. Yeah, it looks good enough. Might as well just finish off that part of my collection. Why not? What was it? 430? 480. Actually, that looked near mint to me. Took it as a sign. Too many bots in the mix. I don't know. Those just aren't for me, I guess. Not the sort of stuff I'm interested in. It's got a dinged corner. The problem with sending stuff to SGC is that if you don't grade a 10, you're screwed. Or I guess if you grade lower than a 9, you're screwed. Or a 9 in a lot of cases. It's just not going to move, I don't think. I do think their cases are better, but it's a real uphill battle. That much is certain. I love this card. Thank you. See, this person's a nice person, right? They identify all the issues with circles. I appreciate that. Whoever you are, I'm not going to buy the card, but I appreciate it. I agree. That is exactly one of my big problems. I mean, the biggest problem is I don't even like how it looks, but I agree. I hate this sort of like organic, like limited release nonsense. It's like my philosophy is like you can only do so many of these limited releases, and who's to say that they're not going to do more of these limited releases? There's going to be another limited release product, and so unless it's like, and they've done them in the past too, not necessarily this sort of thing, but it's like I don't know. It feels like a gimmick to me. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but it feels like a gimmick more than anything else. That's OC. Man, I sold off my case of Ghost from the Past, or most of it. I have 2 boxes left. I opened up a display, and then I saved 2, and then I sold the rest. I think there are way too many people speculating on modern product that, like, you should not hold it, I don't think. I think people who are holding this stuff are nuts. And I don't want to, like... I agree. It's like... I think you can make money off arbitrage, but like, let me go on eBay actually. So if you look up Rage of Ra, and I have a case of this left. You look up who has cases right now, okay? Look at how many of these things are on the market. Here's my listing right here. I'm trying to sell the individual boxes. I was able to sell a ton of them for like $100 plus shipping, which blew my mind. But okay, so here's one. And most of these people, that person might be like an actual seller, but like, this person sold too. Who the hell was buying $1,000 Rage of Rock cases? What is going on? Maybe I should just be selling it wholesale. But like, another one here. There's another one here. 900. Clearly this person is not a vendor. It's just someone speculating on it. 3 watched in the last 24 hours. What in the world is going on? Look at this. 7. Got a Canadian. And then again, 50 feedback. Clearly this is not a person who vends cards for a living. Another case. 706. I don't think that's enough to... And they have 7 as well in New York. It's just like there's so many cases of these things. Only open to correct boxes. You're an idiot. This guy, Collector's Rush, even if that's the case, he's an idiot for opening it up. Because it doesn't make sense. It's verified on the outside. But like, when you see something like this, I don't think any person with a brain would buy this, because he could easily have pulled the ghost from this case and then replaced it with loose boxes. Like, defeats the purpose of a sealed case. Just sell them separately if you open it. Do I like the ghost holographic rare? Yeah, I agree with you, Digitize. I mean, I think it's... I don't mind it. I don't think it's the best looking thing, but I don't think it's bad. I think a lot of people say it looks like trash. I don't think it looks trash, but... I don't think it's... I like the English version better. Another person, 2 cases. 84.2 feedback. What is going on here? Okay, so this guy's actually just a scammer. Interesting. Another one. So that guy had 2 of them. This person has 1 of them. 20 feedback. Look how many people are speculating on this stuff. Alright, so this is an actual card shop or vendor who has Z's Cards. Opened it up for some reason. Oh no. Did they? I don't know. Yeah, they did. What is wrong with these people? Do they not understand that no one's gonna buy it? Another person opened them up and has terrible feedback. What in the world? Here's another one. 5 available. Again, not a vendor. Like, this is the problem with modern product. As soon as it goes up, there are like 50 people who are trying to sell them at these higher prices, and no one is buying them. Or not no one, but it's just like, there's so many. There are tons of people who have these things who don't have them listed as well. There are like 30 of them between what I saw and the fact that there are like multiple people with stacks of these things. There are 30 on eBay right now. It's just like, this is the problem. And so, and I don't know. I don't know if I should say it, but like House of Champs, when he's like pumping up. I don't know if you guys have seen like his new nonsense about like not Ghost from the Past, whatever it's called, King's Court. It's like he bought 12 cases of it, and so he just said it's like the best set, and it's like a great set. It's like, I really doubt that the set is gonna be too crazy. I think it's a good set, but like, it's he has a clear conflict of interest, and it's just people don't acknowledge that these people have conflicts of interest, and they just buy into this nonsense. It's like he was claiming that he thinks it's going to be so much better because Konami TCG has control over what goes into the set. And it's like you have no evidence to suggest that. Like, just I don't know. I hate Mark Watch culture of like the bullshit that they spew. It's just like it's so ridiculous. And back when TCG Player didn't show the recent sales, you could still see what the last one sold for, and I know all of the Market Watch people know this because they all sell on TCG Player or have sold on TCG Player, and they never would show you what it actually sold for. They would just, show you the lowest listing after a buyout and be like, look at these stupid, crazy prices. It's like that's not what it sells for though, and like they just pump up these markets for their own gain. It's so pathetic. This is an awesome card. I have a place of this. I love that card. That was just a rant, but like, it's just seeing people fall for this nonsense that like, yeah, man, like, just trust me. I'm never wrong. Like, King's Court is going to the moon. Work for me with a ghost DM? I mean, yeah, I'm not saying you can't make money off this stuff. I mean, I made money off Ghosts from the Past. I made money off Rage of Ra as well. So, like, you can make money speculating, but, like, the sort of pump and dump culture, like, pumping this up, like, people hyping it up, that bothers me. It's not to say you can't buy it, like, it's your own money, right? But the sort of, like, yeah, we're gonna... It's just spreading, like, conspiracy theory about what's gonna happen. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. Alright, I think I'm gonna look on eBay real quick. Switch to OCG. Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't know what the Japanese influencers are saying, but yeah, I agree. It's like you can spend $500 on a ultimate rare Neos card, right? Like Flare Neos, for example. Maybe that's a bad example, but ultimate rare Dark Neos is $500, or you can spend like $30 on a Japanese version that has better foiling. For me, it's just a no-brainer. Like, it's an order of magnitude cheaper, and the foiling is nicer. Yeah. And this is not to say I don't collect TCG, because I do, but it's just like, one of my big problems is things like Starlight Rares. People think they're gonna like get rich off of Starlight Rares. It's like, no, man. I really hate to break it to you, but like, some of those Starlight Rares are worth thousands of dollars, and it's like, I understand they're rare, but there are like thousands of mint copies out in the wild. Even though they're super hard to pull from sets, people just take so much better care of their cards nowadays than they have in the past. And like, the average person who pulls cards from Yugioh packs is like 25 now, probably. Like, these aren't kids anymore. They aren't teenagers anymore. These things are in great shape. So, who knows? I just think Starlight Rares are crazy overvalued for a lot of them. But I could be wrong. So, we'll never know. Actually, we will know, but not now. Maybe 5 years from now. I love this card too. It does look like there's an imprint. I actually would buy one of these if I thought it was gradable. But there's literally an imprint on the card. I was offered $500 about off eBay for my ulti Black Rose SGC 10. I didn't accept, but I don't know. We'll see. I also sent my Black Rose Stardust, both my Stardust Ghosts, and a ton of other stuff to PWCC auctions, so I'm going to see how SGC slabs actually perform on those for the Japanese cards. We will see. Because a lot of the SGC slabs have just been kind of lower grades and Dual Monsters era English stuff, so we'll see how it ends up. I'm interested to see what happens, to say the least. You have Slifer and Obelisk. You mean like the G4 cards? This actually looks to be in pretty decent shape, but man, those pictures are blurry as hell. I thought I saw white on the last picture. Yeah, those are some beautiful cards for sure. I had a set of those, I sold them, but I think those should be not the worst to find in PSA 9, because those have such nice print quality. If you can just find someone who didn't throw them around. This is actually an intriguing card right here, because I love this card in the ulti. And it seems to be decently centered. I mean, it's a little OC. Actually, these pictures are trash. I should learn my lesson a long time ago not to... I shouldn't risk it, but I will risk it. Because I'm a fool. I don't learn from my mistakes. What's up, budget cardboard collector? How you doing? I like your Wild Edge icon. It's super vibrant. I love that card. Oh boy. $17 Power Dragon level 7 ulti. Oh yeah, that's... I don't know why they say no noticeable scratches or stains. Maybe it's a mistranslation. I think that's what it is, because some of these cards are just messed up. It's sad to see. Beauty. Alright, let's see it. Man, why you took it from like, why is it so far out? And I can tell that there's like a messed up corner. There are multiple messed up corners, sorry. What is going on? I swear, there must be a serious like translation gap, because these cards are just in terrible condition. Oh yeah, this one's a beauty. I love this card. It's OC, but this is an awesome card. This has one of the best ulti foilings in the game. Look how textured that thing is. This is only a secret rare in the TCG. I wish this was centered, but... yeah. I regret not buying. Well, I sent one of these to the Japanese collector who buys the cards for me, and he got it. It was bought too quickly. I mean, this is an incredible card, except I think this would get a 9 for centering because of the centering, so probably shouldn't buy it. Doing it well, man. It's a pick from an SGC return you got. Oh, nice. Someone else who's grading Yugioh with SGC. That's good. I just think SGC slabs are nicer than the other ones, to be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm only looking at SGC stuff. I'm in talks with someone for a PSA 10 KSM per first edition Ultimate Rare. Duelist Pack Kaiba. The guy is giving me a hard time on trying to negotiate. A pain in the ass to negotiate with this dude, but I'm hoping I can make a deal. I've already offered him 2.2k and he turned it down. It's like, I don't know how much higher he wants me to go on it. I think he's probably feeling out he's probably just gonna ask for like 2.6k or something. But at that point, it's like, I can probably just grade my own version for cheaper. And like, I don't feel comfortable spending that much for a card that isn't the first. Like, if it was the first edition IOC, that's like the first printing of the card. So I feel more comfortable buying that for the higher prices. But like a reprint, albeit it is a first edition Ultimate, I still don't feel great about. So, I don't know, man. It's always tough. Because I really do want that card, but, you know, if he's going to play super hardball, it's probably not worth paying, you know, anything over 2.5k is just like, I just don't feel comfortable paying that much for a card that's a reprint. And I personally believe that the market's going to retrace. Look at that, man. What a beautiful card. I love UFO Roid. Not enough to pay $30 for this, but I love this card. Thinking of sending yours to SGC. Doing well, it's good. Read that. I mean, SGC's the wave. It's just, like, my view on SGC and where I think it can be, like, its role in the Yugioh community is just, like, no one who has, like, the big boy, old LOB stuff or huge positions on, like, PSA or Beckett is gonna crack their slabs and sub them to SGC or cross them. It's not realistic to ask that of people. However, my view is, like, for a lot of these new cards, are you really going to spend, you know, $300 sending it Super Express to Beckett or PSA? And additionally, you know, people, of course, PSA is opening up new service levels on July 1st, but my suspicion is that it's just going to be the Express one that's $150. And it's like, are you really going to spend $150 to express it to PSA for, you know, a month turnaround time? To me, it just seems like people are overpaying for these PSA slabs, and I expect the market to retrace. And from looking at sports card market, I'll give your video a check out, Budget Cardboard Collector. I have a submarine one. That's one of the cards I did sell. What does SGC charge / what's the turnaround? It's $30 per card, but the turnaround, it literally took 2 weeks from me sending it out my door to be back at my door. And that includes the fact that there was a tornado that hit Chicago that delayed my package as well. I mean, I don't think PSA is going anywhere, to be honest. I just think there are too many people with large positions on PSA cards, and PSA, I trust PSA to authenticate cards better than SGC. And also they have the buyback program, so that ensures sort of the quality of their slab. Obviously, there's some serious caveats, nuances to that, but PSA is not going anywhere. It's just there are too many people with huge positions on PSA cards, and oftentimes the people who have the biggest positions on these things are the people who have the largest voices in and have the most influence in the community. And so, you know, me saying SGC is better means nothing. Right? I have 300 subs, and you know, give me a shout out. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll definitely check out your video. Yeah, I mean, for me, from what I can tell on selling these cards, I love this Gladiator Beast card. Oh man, these are all for play, but from what I can tell, I mean, the amount of money you get from these slabs, this is another thing, is that because there are people with huge positions, and it's always going to be PSA #1 for like the bigger cards that have been graded by PSA, the resale value just isn't there yet for SGC. Like, even if it's never at PSA's level, if it can get to like 70% or 75%, I still think it's pretty healthy. Right now, it's just the cards aren't very liquid, and they also don't sell for as much. So if you're grading stuff for your personal collection, I think it's phenomenal, and it's really enjoyable to be able to send your cards out and have a grade back in 2 weeks when you still remember what they looked like. Because it sucks to send something and not get it back for 8 months. You've forgotten what exactly the cards were like by that time. So, I don't know. This has a little bit of a nick. I wish they showed the back. This looks pretty nice, actually. What's up, Souls? What site is this? This is Japanese Mercari. This is the mecca of Japanese. Well, naturally, it's a Japanese site, but this is where you can get Japanese cards for much cheaper because you're buying them directly from Japan. I also happen to have a collector friend in Japan who middlemans for me. 800. I mean, that corner is messed up, so I'm not gonna buy that. I love Watomarmelon though. Awesome card. Older slabs to be resubmitted. I mean, so many of those old slabs graded at PSA would not resub as 10s. Like, so many are OC. And just like, if you look at like some of the old collections, it's just like, man, if that was subbed nowadays, it'd be a 9 all day. And yet, and this is the problem, is like the people who have these huge positions on PSA are incentivized to tell people, no, 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 you know, don't worry, all these slabs, you know, on average, there's no difference between these old slabs and these slabs. I mean, I don't think there are a lot of people claiming that, but there were a lot of people claiming that some time ago. Like, you know, a couple months ago. And even now, people try to, like, saboteur the, you know, the movement to hold PSA accountable for their systematic change in grading. And I don't think it's been a top-down, like, order from the top to say, you know, don't give as many 10s. I just think PSA has been tightening up on what they pass. They let pass as a 10 for Yugioh. Can you put the link in chat? I mean, just, I don't have it open. I don't have the chat open. I have it open on my, here you go. Just type that into Google and you should be able to find it. I mean, you're gonna have to buy through a middleman unless you have like a Japanese address. And luckily I have a Japanese collector whose address I'm using. Did a lot of your SGC slabs get white specks on the black part inside of the slabs? I don't think so. I can check that afterwards. But I don't think there were... The one problem I had... So the quality problems I had with SGC, so 3 of my 40 slabs I was not happy with in terms of the quality control. 2 of them had like... One had a thread and then one had a hair. The hair is just completely unacceptable. The thread is also unacceptable, and like I'm disappointed at those for sure. And then the third problem was one of the labels was too far, like it wasn't centered within. I'm blanking on how to say this, but you know, the label wasn't centered properly, where it was too close to the border, and it just looked. It didn't look aesthetically pleasing at all. So those were my three. So 3 out of the 40 had like quality assurance problems. But you know, if you've graded at PSA or Beckett recently, you know that this seems to be a common theme among grading companies as they try to really just pump out a lot of cards. Will they reslab? And I haven't contacted them yet. I plan to do it. Honestly, I sent one of the. Maybe I sent both of the. I know I sent the hair one to PWCC. I feel like a dumbass. I shouldn't have done this, but I don't know why I did that. That was really dumb of me. I should have just asked for a reslab. That's PWCC's problem now. That was really bad of me. I regret that. I think I still have the thread and the label one, and I do plan to contact them. I just haven't done it. But I watched some YouTube videos, and apparently they like reslab them immediately, which isn't surprising because their turnaround time is like 5 business days. So I don't think there's going to be a problem on that front. And their SGC's customer service in the sports card world is known as the best of any company. I don't know why I keep coming back, but this card seems pretty well centered. Looks pretty nice. I'm going to put that down. What is this? 2899. A little under $30. It's not bad. But yeah, I'm positive they will reslab them. I shouldn't have sent the one to PWCC. So between the people in this chat, don't buy a PSA 9 Ultimate Rare Power Tool Dragon on PSA when it goes on auction in July. Anyone watching, don't buy it. There's a hair in that case. Do you make a lot of money off of flipping cards? Not really. So I'm more so, my job is I'm a PhD student. So I don't know how familiar you are with the PhD stipend life in the United States, but you essentially are given enough money to survive, but not really money to be spending money on hobbies and the like. You have a little bit of money for sure, but not like, you're given enough for rent, food, clothes, and like a little bit more, right? But it's really not a whole lot. And you have your insurance paid for and stuff. So I don't have a ton of money to spend on stuff. So essentially, to participate in the hobby, I have to flip cards. I just have to. And oftentimes, the cards that I'm selling are cards that used to be part of my collection, and I no longer, essentially, to get new cards, I have to sell off old cards in my collection that I want less than these new cards. And then, additionally, you can make money for sure. And I think nowadays I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive in trying to like find cards to directly sell. Because in the past I wasn't doing that. I was just selling off cards that weren't in the condition that I was expecting, or cards that were in my collection that I no longer needed, or I still liked, but they weren't worth the money that I could get for them. To me, in terms of value. So hopefully that helps. That was a really convoluted way of saying, like, I don't make enough money to participate in the hobby the way I do without selling cards. Whether it's stuff that was in my collection that I liked beforehand, or other stuff that I directly buy in order to sell. I don't have it yet. I'm working on it, but it's in physics. I'm a physics graduate student. So, you know, there's a payoff at the end of the tunnel for sure, but while you work on it, you make pennies on the dollar. Cyber end. Okay, there may be scratches and rust. Right. Congratulations. No, I haven't. I don't know if I'm being clear, but I have not gotten it yet. I'm in the process. I'm a graduate student right now. I'm not a postdoc or someone who has it yet. I don't know if I was unclear about that. That corner is messed up. Damn it. I actually really love that card. The rating. Yeah. It's the struggle for sure. But yeah, I mean, we'll work through it. Oh, I love this card. You guys have this one? The Ultimate Exodia head? I wish they printed the other limbs. Well, voice crack. I wish they printed the limbs in Ultimate as well. Alright, see you, Souls. Peace out, man. Another Jinzo. That one's expensive as hell. Oh. There's the Blackwing card, I think. Man, I'm not finding a whole lot of stuff right now. There's just not a whole lot available right now. It's decent. Slight index. I love the power tool. I want this in Ghost Rare. 10. We'll have to see what I sub. Always a struggle finding good stuff to sub. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop looking at ultimates. I don't know, is there anything else that I'm looking for today? I think I have enough stuff that I need to really refine what I'm searching for. I think I've done enough looking. Thank you to everyone. Do you find this site is much cheaper than other ways to get these cards, or is it more about selection? So there is some, essentially, the prices on this site are much better than what you're going to get in the West, because essentially there's kind of like an oligopoly of card shops that sell to people in the West who, control prices. Essentially a cartel where they all kind of inflate their own prices, and so people in the West think that cards sell for a lot more than they actually do in Japan. So that's something to know. That includes the extra shipping and increased likelihood of cards getting lost in the mail. The whole spiel. But the problem with these sites is that there's no buyer's protection. So a lot of these cards that are new/unused, if I buy it and I get a card that's messed up, there's nothing I can do about it. And so, so many of the cards I buy are messed up. In fact, I'd say, like, if I'm buying vintage cards that are supposedly, like, mint condition, 1 out of every 4 cards is actually voice crack, mint condition. Probably one's near mint, and then the other 2 are played, whether it be light play or damaged, somewhere in that range. So there are lower prices by a lot, but you really, really are not going to get the same sort of buyer protection. Or, it's not like eBay where you can buy a card from someone, and if they send you something that's not correct, it doesn't matter, because you can just return the item and say it's not as described. Whereas you can't do that for these. So, there are advantages and disadvantages. And additionally, if you have to use a proxy service to buy off these sites, which those proxies can cost a whole lot of money. And so if you're buying like lower end cards, because it's kind of like a flat fee, I'm pretty sure. So you're paying like $5 to $7 fees per card. You just get overwhelmed over time. It's too much. I mean, if you're buying, $1,000 card that would be $1,500 on eBay, $5 is a drop in the bucket, and it saves you a ton of money regardless. But you still have to deal with the fact that on eBay you'd have buyer's protection, and when you get into those higher end cards, what happens if they send you, a completely damaged, or they just don't send you the proper card to begin with? There's nothing you can do, and you're down, $1,000. And in fact, I bought a $300 card in my last purchase from them, from Mercari, and it was supposed to be in mint condition, and it was lightly played. So, it's always nerve-wracking to buy something like this that's supposed to be in nearly unused condition for $2,000, because that's better than what you're probably going to find it for on eBay. And it looks great, but what happens if it has a crease that they didn't show in the picture? That's the age-old struggle, which is why I primarily buy like modern stuff from these sites, because you're much more likely to get a mint-condition card. With modern, it's like almost certain that you're going to get a mint-condition card, and you're getting a huge discount, so it's much better for modern stuff. Other power tools, a lot of these. And I'll say that mint condition card that I bought was from a card shop, and the card shop explicitly told me that there were no problems with the card, and sent pictures showing like almost every aspect of the card, and it looked perfect. But it had scuffing that they had hidden intentionally. It had a bad corner that they had hidden intentionally. And so it's just, it's a pain. Alright, I'm gonna finish up now. I am probably done searching. I appreciate everyone who came out. There were a lot more people in today's one than usual, so maybe I'll do these on weekend mornings. But yeah, I think I've searched enough. Couldn't find a whole lot, but we did find some really cool stuff. So there's a lot to look over. A lot to pick up, see what I can do. This is thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Got to narrow it down, but appreciate it. So, peace out, guys.